As soon as there is a new monthly opening early today on XAUUSD, we can see that the market didn't look back. After this initial pullback, it started to trend aggressively towards the upside. So this could be an important area to look at later. But at the same time, we can see the trend is very strong here. What we can expect on XAUUSD? Let's first look at higher time frame to see overall direction in the market. Before I go in depth analysis, traders, make sure you give a thumbs up and also subscribe to the channel if you haven't done yet. So leave a comment also if you have any question. So let's quickly look at a monthly chart to see overall picture in the market. So looking at the monthly, we can see that there is a gap open that we can see on the monthly, which what I think there is a sign that the market may continue to be bullish this month as well. And if we look at the historical perspective in this market, we can see that it's a bull market. There is an inverted head and shoulder breakout. And when it comes down to the pullback on monthly, we see that it's a very narrow. The price action is highly bullish. Now, previous month, we see that there is a massive bullish candle that has closed early today, and there is a new opening. And we see there is a long wick also at the top, which is in fact a potential pullback of this movement. And what I think that if we look at 50% of this monthly long wick at the top to see if market might be going up to fill that long wick at least to 50% or more before coming for a deeper pullback, or may continue to rise to the upside, as this is a no man's land and it's a huge bullish market. So the bias could still remain bullish. At the moment, we can expect for the price what I think that may continue to rise at least to 50% or higher. If we drop down to the weekly chart, we can see that this is the weekly market structure. Back to back 3 weeks in a strong bull move. Now this week we see that there is a very smaller area here from the weekly. There was a gap open with a long wick at the bottom here. And because the market, if we look at gap open, drop down, we can expect as well for this market to return back to the upside, and we might see a retest and then rejection towards the downside. Highly likely that we could see XAUUSD is going back up to the resistance and may drop again for another retest. And I think that it's a probability, anything can happen in trading. So I think without breaking the weekly high from the resistance, we might see an attempt for retest again to the support, which is the weekly support. And also there is another weekly low that could be later after the news. Before the news, you still can expect a trend continuation or even try to break the high. And if we drop down to the daily to see how the price action is doing now, from the daily we can see that it's a bull market. Now analyzing the overall market structure on the daily, we see there is a long consolidation pattern here and complete breakout, pullback, another breakout, deeper pullback. So if we look at a pattern here that we can understand, firstly we see that here is daily long consolidation. We saw that quite a few, almost, if we look at the weekly, 3 weeks of consolidation on the daily. And the bigger the consolidation, the stronger the breakout, and therefore I think the bias could still be remaining bullish for long term. And there's another pattern that we can look at is, first of all, we can see that there is a daily breakout from this long consolidation and there's a pullback here. So if we look at the Fibonacci perspective in both of this pullback, starting of this move to the end of the move, we see that there is a, here the price closed above 61.8%. And if we look at the next movement, we can see that the market also has come down for a deeper pullback. Now one important aspect that we can look at is this pullback was comparatively smaller than this pullback. So we may see now at least an equal high or a new higher high before we could see a potential break of structure. As the market this after this consolidation, the trend is still freshly new, and I think we might see still trend continuation and even potentially new higher high formation in that area. So dropping down to the 15-minute chart to see overall day trading time frame on XAUUSD. Now this is where things very interesting. We can see there is a, with the new opening, we saw this is an order block that I can we can identify as an order block, as we saw that um, there was a double top, pardon me, double bottom here, and with that double bottom we saw the market managed to break out, and then from this order block, which is the previous resistance, turning support here, and we can see that it formed a higher low in that area, and then the market managed to bounce, pull back, another bounce. So it is basically forming series of higher high and higher low, and whenever the price is coming near to the 20 we see that the market is breaking out. So we might see the respect of this 20 in the upcoming trending direction. So this is where the weekly resistance, what I think that with the news, if we see here, this is a now current local uptrend, the best entry for us to wait for a break of structure from this trend in any of this zone, especially from this trend. If we see break of structure, we can look for a bullish entry opportunity for XAUUSD in the upcoming session. And with the NY session, what I think the news spike, if the market managed to break out, breaking this weekly high from any of this resistance line, as we can see there is a series of lower high here. If the market managed to break out and break this series of lower high for the first time, we might see another rejection, and in that situation, after any kind of double top or inverted or head and shoulder reversal confirmation, we can look for later today potential selling opportunity to this order block if we see price action confirmation. This is the plan for XAUUSD. Traders, if you enjoyed this free education and analysis, make sure you give a thumbs up, and also don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Any question, don't hesitate to ask using the comment section. Thank you, and I'll see you soon in my next analysis.